In this tutorial, we will walk through the use of the Taxonomic Cleaning tool in a Symbiota portal. We will walk through this tool in the Consortium of California Herbaria portal, but it can be used in any Symbiota portal. To access the Taxonomic Cleaning tool, you must have administrative permissions for the collection for which you would like to run the tool. To access the tool, click My Profile, Occurrence Management, and then scroll down to the collection for which you would like to run the tool. You can find the tool under the Administration Control panel under Data Cleaning Tools. Then scroll down to the bottom and you'll find Analyze Taxonomic Names. Here there will be a couple of important numbers listed. Here we have the number of specimens that are not indexed to the Central Taxonomic Thesaurus, and here we have the number of scientific names that are not indexed to the Central Taxonomic Thesaurus. This means that the names associated with these specimens and these names are not found in the Central Taxonomic Thesaurus in this portal. This does not necessarily mean that these are not valid scientific names, just that they are not found in the portal. Depending on the way your portal is set up, running the Taxonomic Cleaning tool may add these taxonomic names to the portal. It will also help us fix misspellings or other errors. It's important for taxa and specimens to be indexed to the Central Taxonomic Thesaurus, because this is how specimens and taxonomic names can be easily searched. For example, if you do a search on a synonym of a taxon, all of its other synonyms will show up in that search. It's also important for hierarchical searches. For example, if you search for a certain genus, all of the species listed under that genus will be resulted. If a species belonging to that genus is not indexed to the Central Taxonomic Thesaurus, it will not show up in the results. To run the Taxonomic Cleaning tool, you'll want to select a taxonomic resource if available. In this portal, only the Catalog of Life is available. However, other portals will have other taxonomic resources available. Catalog of Life is pretty good for most taxa, although if you're working with marine species, you probably want to use worms or the World Register of Marine Species. And then Tropicos can also be used for other taxa. However, Tropicos does not auto-import the synonymy of newly included taxonomic resources, so if you think Catalog of Life will do a good job, go ahead and select that. In this portal, I'm going to select Catalog of Life. Then you need to select a target kingdom. So this is the kingdom of specimens that you are recording. This is an herbarium, so I am going to select Plantae. And then you can list how many names you would like processed per run. And it's going to start at A and run down the list of taxa. I'm just going to say 5 to start. And if you wanted it to not start at A and start at some other letter, you could write that here. So if I wanted to start at N, I could do that. Or you can enter a scientific name. Then you select whether you want it to run semi-manual or fully automatic. The first few times you want to run it semi-manual so you can get an idea of how it works, but fully automatic can be more powerful for fixing large-scale problems. Now I'm going to click Analyze Taxonomic Names. There are several reasons why taxonomic names are not indexed. They could be misspellings, they could be scientific names that aren't yet published, or there could be other data quality issues. After running the Taxonomic Cleaning tool, you can decide what happens to each of these scientific names. What we'll do is look into the taxonomic resource that you previously indicated and figure out whether that scientific name can be found in that resource. See, it looked for this scientific name in the Catalog of Life. It didn't find it, so what it did is give us a list of potential scientific names that might be mapped to this scientific name. So in this example, we have a subspecies, but only the variety is found in the Taxonomic Thesaurus. From here, I can decide whether I want to change this to be the variety rather than the subspecies, or I can leave it as is, or I can request that this scientific name be added to the Taxonomic Thesaurus. To do that, you can contact your portal administrator. Down here, I see a scientific name that was obviously misspelled. And again, the tool gives us potential options for which we want to map that scientific name. Here it gives us Enothera claviformis, but it doesn't give us the variety. So maybe I want to search for that variety here in the Taxonomic Thesaurus. You can start typing a name, and then it will search the Taxonomic Thesaurus for any of those names. From this list, you can select the name that you wish to map the specimen to, and then you can click Remap. Clicking the Remap button, or clicking one of these links, Remap to this taxon, will change the scientific name in that specimen to whatever you're mapping to. So when I click Remap, the specimen will be remapped to that scientific name. Note that you can see how many specimens are associated with a specific name over here in the brackets. There are 1 specimen associated with each of these scientific names. If you want to edit those specimens, you can click on this pencil icon. This can be particularly useful when you have gross misspellings that you can't figure out. You can go to the image if an image is available. So you can go through your specimens and remap them as appropriate, and those scientific names will then be mapped to the taxonomic thesaurus and fully searchable. If a scientific name is found in the taxonomic resource that you have indicated, then it will automatically add that taxonomic name to the taxonomic thesaurus. So for example, it found this scientific name in the Catalog of Life, and it found that it was a synonym of a different taxon. So it added that taxon to the thesaurus as a synonym of the other taxon. We recommend running the taxonomic cleaning tool after you've imported specimens in batch because it'll find any misspellings that may have been introduced, and it will also find things like authorship that might have been left in the scientific name field, and you can remap those accordingly, and the authorship will be auto-applied to that specimen or scientific name. Families will also be auto-applied based on the scientific name that is mapped to that taxon. And that's how you use the taxonomic cleaning tool.